E fala galera, aqui é o Lai, mais um episódio aqui de Kingdom Come. E vamos agora aprender a ler, que é muito importante, porque provavelmente vai precisar também para algumas quests futuras. E já precisou, né, na passada aí, para encontrar o bandido escreveu, né? Uma coisa, não sabe o que ele escreveu, ele não sabe ler, aí não pode, não vai dar não. Tô indo pro lado errado. Será que é nessa casa aqui? Eu acho que é esse aqui. Escriba.
Good health to you.
I'd like to learn to read.
You? You don't look like the makings of a priest or clerk. But why not? I've taught all sorts. Bear in mind, it won't be all that easy. You'll need plenty of time and a few groschen for my trouble.
Beleza.
All right. I don't want to waste time. We can get started. The sooner I master it, the better.
Very well. I will require some groschen from you, though, and set aside at least a couple of days so I can put you through your paces, if indeed time is of the essence.
Tá bom, pô. Isso é investimento aí pro futuro. Conhecimento é poder.
Here are your groschen.
Then we may as well start. He did break his vow, but better than to dishonor it here. May he follow his heart.
Ih,
Wake
rapaz.
up, lad. It's time we were getting
Eu
on.
na aula.
So, let's see you read a bit. There's a book here on the table. Try to read it.
Will I manage?
You ought to be able to. It's a simple text. Come back once you've worked your way through it.
Beleza, bora tentar ler aqui. Um Daimu compatriota indo ao seu ganso Necotrou. Acho que deve ser mais ou menos assim, quando o cara não sabe ler direito ainda, o cara lê umas palavras meio errado, né? Ovo. Cara, quando ele pegou, era tão pesado quanto que ele ia jogar fora, porque ele achava que alguma coisa tinha sido jogada sobre ele, mas ele levou para casa uma segunda opinião, algo que descobriu para o seu deleite, que era um ovo puro. Todas as manhãs acontecia a mesma coisa. Ele logo ficou rico vendendo seus ovos. Quando ficou rico, ficou ganancioso e pensando em obter ouro do ganso poderia dar. Ele o matou e abriu e encontrou nada. Beleza, é uma liçãozinha, né? O cara ficou muito ganancioso porque o ganso botava ovos de ouro. Ele achou que podia. Provavelmente o ganso só botava um ovo por dia, tá ligado? Aí ele pensou, vou matar esse ganso aqui, vou tirar todos os ovos que tem dentro dele, vai ser mais lucrativo. Só que ele matou e não tinha nada dentro do ganso. Ele se fudeu.
I've read the book.
Wonderful. So tell me, what have you learned?
Ou vou dizer que ser ganancioso não paga.
That being greedy doesn't pay.
Excellent. You're one of my most talented pupils. You've uncovered the meaning hidden in the letters. Like I told you, books are valuable, and the words that you place in them ought to be no less so.
Does that mean that I can read them?
Yes, you have the foundation. Remember, my boy, the pen is mightier than the sword. To fully learn your way around words will take a lot more reading yet. Now we'll move on to the second lesson, which will be much harder. Many books are written in Latin, the language of erudite and religious men. If you really want to be able to read, there's no getting away from Latin. There's a book on the table with some text. Read it and then come back. You need not understand it, but you should master the letters.
I only just managed the fable about the goose, and now you're asking me to tackle Latin.
You're a clever lad. You'll manage.
Eu manjo, né? Beleza, bora ver. Era. Ele já sentou aqui nesse aqui, bora ver. Latim. In nullus itis malus librimitur magistudinai pro verbai purudite. Uma magia negra que eu lancei aí. In nullus itis não mas não pode mais. Beleza. Não entendi nada. Mas bora falar aqui.
I read the page.
So tell me, Distrupule, what's written there?
E eu acho que esse aqui do meio.
Nullus est liber tam malus ut non lique parte prosit.
Good heavens! Don't tell me you haven't had lessons before. Excellent. Well, there's nothing more I can teach you. Congratulations. You can go and be ordained right away.
Thank you, Domine. I'm feeling a lot wiser.
Mais poderoso que a espada. É, né? De certa forma, sim, né? Mas no campo de batalha, eu acho que uma caneta não ganharia eu. Se você for um soldado, né? Não ganharia, não. É isso? Deixa eu ver. Vingança. Siga para... Beleza. Tá longe demais. Ainda bem que eu já abri, mas eu não vou fazer uma viagem rápida não, porque é perigoso viagem rápida. Ainda tô meio fraco. Mas eu vou cortar essa parte aí, para o vídeo não ficar tão longo e tão cansativo. Se acontecer alguma coisa na viagem aí voltamos.
Yeah!
É isso aí, chegamos aqui na cidade aqui da missão. E vamos ter que, acho que falar com as pessoas aqui, né, pra ver se alguém conhece os meliantes.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I'm looking for a fellow called Riki. Do you know him?
You mean Hinek? He's the Tanner's son, isn't he?
Any idea where I could find him?
We don't know. I try at his folks' house, but he doesn't spend much time there.
Beleza.
So you know this Hinek. Can you tell me something about him?
Not much, I confess. Most of the village folk avoid him like the plague.
Why is that?
Well, no one with a nose likes spending too much time around Tanners. And that Riki keeps bad company. I've never heard a good word said about him.
Entendi.
Why has he got such a bad name?
Well, like his old man, he doesn't talk much to anyone. And then he's always skulking off somewhere. I heard he got a taste of the pillar in Rate for thieving. And in Neuhoff, he got boozed up in the alehouse with his cronies and they beat up some merchants.
So a bit more than high
Vida
spirits.
da Idade Média não é
Just
fácil, não.
so. We're all honest folk here, and we've no use for the likes of him.
What can you tell me about the old courier?
He's as cantankerous as a hog in a thorn bush. He won't talk to anyone.
Aí fica difícil.
Why do they call Hinek Riki anyway?
É bom que falando,
He's a
tô ganhando
tanner, isn't he?
habilidade.
If you ever get downwind of him, you'd understand. Tanning isn't a trade for a weak stomach.
True enough. But not every courier gets cursed with a name like that.
Well, Hinnick's nature's no sweeter than his smell.
Don't tell me there's not a single person who talks to him.
Well, he's been seen around with one of the bathhouse wenches. Adela, I believe she's called.
Beleza.
Take care now.
Valeu aí, foi muito informativo. Casas de banhos, beleza. Falando nisso, era bom tomar um banho, mas não tô querendo gastar com isso agora não. Nice.
Good evening.
Ia tomar um banhozinho? Não,
May
não.
the Lord watch over you.
Tô no lugar certo? Ah não, tá aqui. Onde é que eu tô? Ah, bora a pé mesmo. Ah não, tá pra lá o cavalo, tá tranquilo. É ela aqui? Acho que ela tinha ido buscar água.
Good evening.
I heard you've been seeing Hinek, the tanner's son.
So what? Come to preach at me, have you? That I'm a loose woman, a sinner, that I seduce decent men?
God, no, nothing like that. It's just that you're the only one in the village who sees Hinek, so I came to ask you about him.
Aye, I've seen him often enough. I don't know what I could tell you about him.
Where can I find Hinek?
I haven't seen him in the village for a few days. He must have run off to the woods again.
Does he do that often?
From time to time.
What the hell does he get up to there?
I don't know.
Não sabe, né?
He goes to the woods from time to time. That smells fishy to me.
What do you mean? There's no law against it, is there?
With all the footpads, looters,
Trocadilhos.
humans, and God knows what other vermin around, it's not the sort of thing an honest man would do.
But Hinek doesn't have anything to do with those people.
Oh, really? Then what does he do there? I don't imagine he's gathering mushrooms.
I really don't know what you want from me. So Hinek is a bit odd and sometimes he goes off into the woods. So what?
É.
When did you
How do you
last
know?
see him?
A few days ago. He came to me late in the evening, drunk.
And that was unusual?
I never saw him drink much. He always came to me sober.
So he was acting strangely that evening.
He was strange. I had the feeling he was afraid of something. He kept prattling on and didn't seem to care about you know what. So I threw him out and I haven't seen him since.
Can you remember anything he said that evening?
Oh, I'm not sure. He went on about some fellow called Lubosh who died. That he was regretting he ever got into it, but he never said what it was. And that it wasn't worth it for the money. Aye, and then he was talking about the money. That was very odd.
What did he say about the money?
Just that he had a pile of it hidden behind his house.
I see. What did you say to that?
What could I say? He was drunk. He kept saying I was a fine girl and other harlots wouldn't go with him even for money. And if I wanted, I could even take half the money and leave. Or he'd go with me and we could get married and such. Oh, just poppycock.
Romântico.
Did you go there for a look?
No, I've got better things to do. Obviously he made it up. Where would a layabout like him get so much coin?
Roubando.
Yes, I understand. Did he tell you exactly where he hid it?
He said he buried it at his father's small holding, in the western corner.
All right, thank you.
Good luck then.
Yeah.
Bora falar com o pai dele, tá ligado? Primeiro, fazer uns negócios do jeito certo. Mas se não der certo, né? Não tem o que fazer.
Jesus Christ be praised.
I'm looking for your son. Any idea where he might be?
I don't know nothing.
Don't you at least know where he
Ninguém sabe
usually
de nada,
goes?
nunca
It's
sabe de
important.
nada.
Hinek shows up at home once in a blue moon, so I don't know nothing about where he gets to. Even if I did, why would I tell every Tom, Dick and Harry?
Do you at least know any friends he's with or someone he goes to see?
As far as I know, nobody here in the village talks to him.
I heard he's seeing some bathhouse wench.
Maybe. He can't get it for free, so I suppose he has to go to the baths.
Beleza, calma aí. Parece que eu tenho mais chance aqui com sendo agressivo. Mas bora tentar aqui. Parece ter uma boa chance aqui também. Está em apuro.
Your son is about to get into deep shit. I'm trying to find him so I can warn him.
That's nothing new. He's always up to his ears in it.
But this time his neck's on the block. He got mixed up with some very dangerous people. I have to find him.
All right. He was here a few days ago, but he left right away. He looked like he was in a hurry.
And you don't know where he went?
I've got an idea, but I don't know where it is exactly.
I don't follow.
Hinek makes some money on the side from poaching. He boasted to me a few times about what a great hideout he found in the woods, but he never told me where it is.
Well, it's not much to go on, but it's better than nothing. Thank you. Don't you have any clue at all where his hideout could be?
I really don't know nothing about that. I could tell when he'd come from there is all.
How's that?
Because every time he brought some hides for tanning and money.
He had money because he sold the stuff right away.
I suppose. He never kept any of his loot here.
Do you know who he sold it to?
No. But the innkeeper came here now and again and gave him coin. Of course, it could have been for me.
All right, I'll ask at the inn then.
É porque é crime, né?
What more do you know?
É caça ilegal, né? Tem que ter
Nothing.
selo.
I swear to God Almighty, I've said all I know. Hinek never told me nothing.
Tá bom, mas não se irrite.
Bloody hell. Start using your head or I'll never find Hinek. How much time did he spend away? What was he wearing? How did he look when he came back? Anything?
Well, he came and went at all sorts of hours. I really don't know. Except maybe one thing. He'd come home scratched with brambles and with leaves and muck on him.
So he probably went through thick woods to get to that place.
I reckon. What do I know?
Beleza.
Go. And if he's really in as much shit as you say, please try and find him.
Beleza, beleza. Tentar encontrar o sim ou não. Eis a questão. Onde é? Será que você não tem uma pá?
Who's there?
Ninguém. Encontrar uma pá. Eu achei que eu tinha uma pá. Tava me procurando pra quê, porra? Eu tô na cara dele, ele não fala nada. Nossa. Nojento.
What are you doing here?
O que eu tô fazendo aqui? Eu tô caçando tesouro. Onde é que eu encontro uma pá, hein? Devia ter uma pá por aqui, né? Não sei o que de caça. Encontre o estoque de... Eu já encontrei, mas eu preciso de uma pá.
Yeah!
Por aqui, hein? Pam, 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 pam. Aqui.
I'm at your service, Sir Knight.
I want to ask about the courier's son, Hinek.
But ask someone else. They've nothing to do with Riki. He'd only drive my customers away.
Really? I heard a different story. I heard the two of you do business together.
Who are you, anyway?
A friend of Hinek's. He's gone missing and I need to find him.
I don't know where he is. But if you find the bastard, tell him he still owes me some goods.
Então vamos lá, já tô
I've
por
no time
aqui.
for this. I have to find Hinek and you're going to help me.
Am I now? Even if I did know, why the hell would I help you?
This is a nice alehouse you have here. It would be a shame if anything happened to it.
Are you threatening me?
What do you think? So are you going to talk, or do I have to beat it out of you?
Fine. Let's get to the point then.
See now?
É, mas não foi bom porque eu perdi a reputação, né?
I did some deals with Riki, but I swear to God, I don't know where he is.
How much game did he bring you?
Not much, a few pieces. There's no great demand here. Sometimes the gentry has something, otherwise it ends up in sausages.
I hear Hinek has a hideout in the woods he uses for hunting game. Do you know where it is?
Not exactly. That is, I don't know where it is at all. But I happen to know it's a dark place, a cave or an old mine shaft.
How do you know that?
Whenever Riki was going poaching, he always came to me first for candles and lamp oil. He brought the game skinned and gutted, so we had to have a light for that.
Beleza.
And do you know of any mine shafts nearby?
There's a few of them around. There's one on the opposite bank, a short way off the path leading from the forge to the west. Then there's a mine gallery to the east of the village, up in the woods above the cliffs. And I heard there's one shaft in the headlands close to the water.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Watch you don't break your neck, though. It's rough ground, and you could easily fall down a shaft.
Beleza.
Take care now.
Vamos ver se ele tem uma pá para vender. Não tem. É aqui mesmo, eu acho. Porra, acabou de fechar a loja, meu irmão. Sacanagem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beleza, tem 3 locais aqui pra procurar. Não sei se eu tenho que procurar uma pá, não sei. Ah. Vou começar por esse aqui que é o mais longe dos outros. Os outros estão mais perto.
Yeah. Yeah.
O mapa desse jogo é bem legal, cara. Opa, bandido. Será que são muitos? Parece ser um só. Opa, era não. É, são 2. Já foi.
Christ!
Ele não morreu? É, a vida do crime não compensa, principalmente quando você se encontra comigo. Cadê, meu irmão? Às vezes é meio chato pegar a arma aqui. Ih, tá ficando de noite demais. Fica ruim.
Yeah.
Andar de noite não é uma coisa boa. Principalmente pra emboscada, né? Porque não dá pra ver direito os bandidos. Eu acho que é por aqui, velho. tá de noite, fica mais difícil de saber o local exato. Aqui achei.
Jesus Christ, what am I to do? Not that I can expect any use from advice from you. At least, you have no more cares.
Need someone to talk to?
Fuck! Don't kill me. I can explain. I won't tell anyone. I swear, I've no one to tell anyway. Just please don't kill me.
I'm not planning to kill you.
You're not one of Runt's men.
No.
Só não cagou
Then
porque não
who
tinha
are
mais nada
you?
pronto. Caralho, de primeira, encheu o cara. Eu nem lembrava que era aqui.
I come here in the name of Sir Radzig Kabila and Sir Hanish of Lipa. I'm investigating the raid on the Neuhof stud farm.
Got no idea what you're on about.
Save your breath. If you want any chance to escape the gallows, you better come clean, all right?
Jesus Christ. This will never be over.
So?
Fine then.
That Neuhof raid of yours didn't turn out quite as planned, did it?
Depends on whose plan you're talking about. We were up to it to grab some loot and bugger off. Only Runt's cutthroats was there to shed blood.
What do you mean, Runt's cutthroats?
There were two gangs there. Mine and Runt's. We was only there to steal, but they wanted to slaughter everyone.
But when you realised what they had in mind, you didn't have to go along with it, did you?
But we didn't know nothing, even though we were going to Neuhof. They told us to keep watch on the courtyard while they were cutting the horses' throats. Jesus, that fucking vexed me. Their horses was the most valuable thing there. When I spoke up, though, Runt gave me such a bollocking I knew I'd better keep my mouth shut. And when they said we was going to kill anything that moved, then we knew there was no going back.
Cara, é pesado.
That gang of yours, what can you tell me about them?
Don't know what you want to know. There was four of us. Me, Timmy, Limpy Lubosh, and Pius Pava. Sometimes we'd rob a place or hold up pilgrims. Never nothing fancy.
I'm sure you did mischief enough. Who led you?
Pius. He was the oldest, and he'd mostly find the jobs for us. Plan 'em and the like. He got us into that fucking mess in Neuhof, too.
What about the others?
Timmy's strong as an ox, with a brain to match. You got more sense out of a fence post. And Limpy, I've been with him the longest. He's my one and only friend, I suppose.
Who got your two gangs together? You must have made contact somehow, right?
Pius. He comes to us and says he's got this prime job. We're gonna rob a
Excelente
farm.
trabalho
he
aí,
says.
ferrou geral.
That was a big deal, because mostly we just did small stuff. Hold up on the road now and then, nothing fancy. When they told us how much we could make on it, well, we just couldn't refuse.
So Pius knew them?
I suppose, but I don't know where from. We even got paid up front. I should have known from the start it was too good to be true.
Where did the rest of your gang end up?
You saw Limpy, right?
Yes, but he's no use to me now. Tell me where I can find Pius or Timmy.
I don't know nothing about Pius. He vanished in the woods, and I haven't seen him since. Timmy, I reckon, went back to the mill where he works.
Which mill?
The windmill a bit north of Neuhof.
Vamos saber agora sobre...
Did you know any of Runt's people?
Not a one. They didn't talk to us at all. None of their faces was familiar either. The only thing I know is they called that huge chief of theirs Runt, and Pius warned us to watch out for him.
Onde que será que é o mesmo cara
I
lá
don't
do
suppose you know where they got to after the raid.
que quase me
On the way
matou
to Neuhof, Timmy told me he was at their camp
e
with
roubou a
Pius.
espada?
I reckon that's where they've gone now.
Did Timmy tell you where the camp is?
Somewhere in the woods. He didn't say nothing more. Thing is, Timmy's got quite an imagination. But Pius roared at him to shut it, so I reckon there must be something in it.
Tell me exactly how the raid went down.
Well, we stormed in from the rear. Runt's people started slaughtering the horses. Jesus, that was bleeding horrible. Meanwhile, me and Limpy had a sniff round the stables to see if we could find anything worth pilfering. And in the end, we got lucky.
What did you find?
Smill, Sir Hanish's groom. I don't know why he was up and what he was doing in the stables, but we took advantage of the situation. Limpy grabs him by the throat and I slapped him round to encourage him to tell us where the money was. Then it all fell apart at the seams. Quicker than you'd believe. Runt comes running up and skewers the groom like a pig for roasting. My jaw dropped. I thought the stuff about killing was just tough talk.
And it wasn't?
No, not in the least.
What happened then?
É complicado, hein?
Gaping at Smill, stuck through and through, and I noticed this boy standing at the other end of the stables. The stupid sods pointing at us, jaw hanging down to his knees, saying, "I know you." Runt turns to us and hisses, "Take him down." So me and Lubosh start running, because the lad took to his heels. At the same time, we could hear the noise of the skirmish in the courtyard. We caught up with the boy at the next farmhouse. I knock him to the ground, but he bashes me with some piece of iron so hard my head's ringing like a fucking church bell. Limpy grabs it off him and stands over him with his bodkin in his hand, and I start praying. In the end, Limpy just gives him a kick and says, "Beat it, Ginger." And then Runt shows up at the gate and hollers that we gotta go, so we scarp it.
What happened after the raid?
We were waiting for that fool, Timmy. Same place as we met them before, so he'd know where we were, right? Stupid fucking idea. But Pius didn't want to leave him behind. Only when Timmy finally turned up, two of Runt's men were dragging him.
There was some difference of opinion?
You could say that, yeah. They started on us right away that we were traitors. They knew we'd let somebody get away, and now we were going to pay for it. They started trying to surround us, and we knew what was coming. But Limpy took his bodkin and let that fucker have it in the belly.
Runt?
One of the others. Timmy broke free from them, and we all took to our heels. Luckily, they were so buggered from the raid, they didn't follow us for long. They just shouted that they'd find us.
That's all I need to know. So now what do I do with you?
Well?
Complicado, bicho.
Hey, over here! It's over here. Shh. Oh, shit. Runt's people. We've got to get out of here.
They're too close. We'll never outrun them.
Pra fazer assim, se o cara sobreviveu, deixa ele livre. Se ele morrer, aí morreu, né?
They don't know I'm here. The two of us can take them by surprise.
Se ele me ajudar, né?
No fucking way. I'm gone.
Look here. If you run, they'll catch up with you and kill you. And me too. Together, we stand a better chance.
Jesus Christ. All right. I suppose you're right.
What's up? Hey, who's there? You're in the wrong place. Christ. Curse it!
Aí foi o... Vamos saquear primeiro, né? Nunca se sabe. Vou pegar a espada dele aqui, cadê? Pegar a espada é chato de vez em quando.
Hey, what are you playing at here?
Era mais fácil pegar logo tudo. Cadê o... Cadê a arma dele? Tem a tocha aqui. Tá faltando um, né? Também. 1, 2... Cadê o 3?
Wow, look. This'll come in handy.
É, tem a opção ali pegar tudo, não precisava pegar, ficar pegando um puro não, mas enfim, já foi.
Well, I never.
É, tá bom.
I've got some more questions.
What?
You're coming with me. Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush will want to hear what you've got to say.
Don't suppose there's any chance you might turn a blind eye.
Why should I?
I didn't do nothing all that bad, and I told you everything I know. You can tell them yourself, and leave me here. And in a few weeks, I'll pack up and clear off.
E agora, hein? Promessa é dívida, né? Disse que se ele sobrevivesse, eu deixava ele em paz.
It might be best if you disappeared. You're no use to me anymore anyway.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll remember this till the day I die.
Best just try living honestly.
I'll do my best. I promise.
Espera aí, se eu te encontrar de novo roubando, meu irmão, você está lascado. Encontrei o cara de prima. Aqui, já informe ao time no moinho, beleza. De noite, eu não queria ir de noite não, lá pra não. Mas é melhor chegar lá o quanto antes, que os caras já estão cercando. Olha só, que bonito. Os vagalumes. Cadê?
I'm looking for a colossus by the name of Timmy. I heard he works here.
I don't know anyone like that.
Aham.
Listen, someone wants to kill him. I have to warn him.
But I don't know what you're talking about.
Errou. Beleza.
Listen and listen well. It'll be better for everybody if you tell me. I'll be happy to know where I can find him. You'll be happy I don't have to get nasty with you and Timmy. I'm sure Timmy will be happy to stay alive.
You don't want to hurt him?
No, like I said, I just want to talk to him.
All right, but not
Seria
him.
tudo,
We'll
mano,
talk
bem
round
mais
the back
fácil
behind
falar
the
logo,
mill.
mano. Fala atrás do moinho. Não sei pra quê, né? Tem que se falar atrás do moinho, porque já tá... Não parece ter ninguém. E mais nada, né? Bora jantar, né?
Here I am. So, why all the secrecy?
What do you want from Timmy?
Can you tell me where to find him?
Promise me nothing will happen to him.
Why do you care so much?
He's my brother. He's not very smart, you see, and he's always getting led astray by his no-good friends. And now there's some right peculiar characters looking for him.
Who are they?
I don't know. But they look like cutthroats, and they said some strange things. But I didn't tell them anything.
That's good. But sooner or later they'll find him anyway. Tell me where he is and I'll take care of him.
He's hiding at the Colburn farm, over by Merhoed.
Ih, rapaz. Tá aí uma luta que não vai ser nada boa.
I get the feeling you're looking for someone here. I'm looking for someone too. Maybe we could help each other.
And who are you looking for?
A great big ox by the name of Timmy.
That's interesting. I'm also looking for a big ox called Timmy.
Well, what are the chances? Could it be the same fellow, I wonder? Now, if someone were to tell me where to find Timmy, I might offer that man a job. We could use a smart fellow like that
Debaixo da
at the
terra,
camp.
um emprego.
You have an encampment somewhere?
Well, sure we do. And no shortage of coin if you're ready to earn it.
Where is it?
Ha, all in good time. First, prove we can trust you. Help us find Timmy.
You don't know when to give up, do you?
The one who has the upper hand does as he pleases.
O segredo aqui vai ser atacar logo
Only you don't have the upper hand.
quando começar aqui o negócio. Correr agora, vamos correr. Tentar pegar aqui tipo que vai ser um de cada vez. Ih, não tá dando muito certo minha estratégia não.
You'll get one for. Here.
Acho que deu, hein? Acho que deu. Foi bom, hein? Vamos na boa, Vim. Agora só falta um. Vem, vagabundo. Ai, 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 ai. Caralho, perdi o fôlego aqui, é muito fodido, viu?
Mrka. Curse it!
Vem, porra.
I'll slaughter you!
Tá tomando uns catucadão. Bora, é só ir na tranquilidade aqui. Na estratégia. Já foi 3, só falta esse. Só falta esse vagabundo.
Well, lad! What's up? Shit yourself?
Pelo menos eu vou ganhar uma boa armadura aí se eu conseguir matar os 4, né? Vai uma boa grana.
Fucking hell!
Eu acho que na apelação mesmo. Eu tô aqui com pouca vida, tá ligado?
Ow. Take that! Your history.
Mas eu vou fazer história, não sou história não. Vai se render agora. Assim não tem surrender não. Meu amigo, foi sofrido isso aqui. Olha como é que eu tô, mano. Tô só a capa da gaita. Achei que eu ia partir dessa pra melhor. Parei de sangrar pelo menos. Pegar tudo. Pegar do... Cadê o outro cara lá? Esse aqui é o principal, né? Deve ter umas coisas boas. Cadê a espada dele? Será que eu matei ele antes de... dele colocar a espada? Não sei. De todo jeito, já foi bom aí o... Tá faltando uma espada aqui, não? Ou não? E o cavalo ficou pesado. Sabendo não, vou levar tudo. Aqui é uma chance, uma oportunidade de ficar rico. Carregando peso demais. muito sobrecarregado pra montar. Aí tá sacanagem. E agora, meu irmão, o que eu faço? Tentar arrumar um jeito aqui. Primeiramente, eu acho que eu vou tentar dormir ali no estábulo ali, tá ligado? Pra ver se dá certo. Mas, pô, vamos ficando por aqui. Já estamos aí muito tempo aí de gravação. Mais de 1 hora aí. Quando eu cortar, acho que vai ficar muito menos. E... mais uma vez aí. Quase... chegamos aqui na morte. E é isso aí. Se você gostou, deixe seu like. Se inscreva no canal. E até mais.